soles on this kind of stuff, which is
like
just,
this one, you know, he did come off there.
Yeah.
you know, little issue, little condition things, and condition on this stuff is huge.
Oh yeah.
Like a pristine one or something that's $50 is 500 a lot of times. So you gotta really pay attention to that. But he came up with like a total value on everything around that 750 to 800-ish mark. That's probably what it's worth when we sell it, which is pretty good. But it just kind of depends on what you're wanting for it. I don't know what you were hoping to get out.
To be honest with you, I hadn't put any kind of expectations or hopes or anything like that on it.
Yeah.
It was more or less what you guys think it's worth. What
So-
you sell to make your, you know.
So typically, like a lot of this is going to be eBay stuff. I might try and sell to some of our local guys. I don't know if I have any Star Wars collectors locally.
Well, see, and
I'm sure
that
there's
was the
somebody-
problem, because I saw on eBay, I'm like, I really don't want to do that. It's a
I'm
lot
sure
of
there's
work.
it's a ton of work.
People did not understand how hard doing a lot of stuff on eBay
It's
is.
gonna
Yeah.
take, 'cause I'm gonna do these mostly individual.
Yeah.
So it's going to take you
Yeah.
an entire.
Maybe a few of them, a lot of, like the stormtroopers, I'll probably maybe put them in a lot, but most of them will be individual.
And it'll probably take him 2 or 3 days to list everything. So
Yeah.
4-hour shit.
Those are in really good, just now.
Yeah, that is pretty
He
cool.
tried to enhance that one with some crayon. But
Yeah.
you know, that's in really decent shape.
Yeah.
For
They're
what
cool.
they are.
Typically, I'm around like half on eBay stuff because they take 15% or
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
13.5%, whatever it is.
It's a lot.
So for me, maybe like 375-ish, somewhere around there. Is kind of where I want to be.
That's fine.
Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
Cool. I figured these probably aren't stolen, so.
No.
Did you steal
Unless you
them
got a time
when you were
machine.
like 6 years old?
If they are stolen, let me know what address they came from because they probably got some other cool stuff.
The statute of limitations is probably long since expired, as if you did.
These guys, there's no more nostalgia left to it. I'm too old to play with them.
I was gonna say, I figure you're probably not playing with them anymore.
No.
Most of the kids nowadays wouldn't be interested. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be interested in them.
I mean, I had a case that I had him standing up in, but that's another thing. It collects dust, having to pull these things apart. No more.
So we got 375 for you.
Guys, I hope you make a lot of money off of that.
Do not realize the amount of work that goes into eBay.
Oh, dude, I mean, yeah.
All right. I really appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank
appreciate you
you.
guys. This is really cool
I do
stuff. Alright guys, so we got a bunch of 70s Star Wars figures. Pretty cool stuff. A lot of stuff in here. A lot of work for this kind of stuff. It's probably going to be like quite a few days to list all these individually. But I paid $375 for the whole lot. A lot of them, some of them had their accessories. A lot of them were missing their accessories, which is pretty typical. But the Boba Fett's probably the most expensive, I would guess. I didn't look any of them up, but they did. And I think it's probably like $750, maybe $800 in value when it's all said and done. Pay about 50%. I like to sometimes be a little less just because it's so much work for these guys to list all this stuff, but really cool stuff nonetheless, and I definitely wanted it. So $375 is what we paid, and we'll get it listed next week on our eBay and hopefully move some of this stuff. So, yep, thanks.
Okay. I've had a lot of their fixed blade stuff before, but I don't know what we're talking about.
What have you looked at so far?
Not a ton.
We're just talking and just looking at all the interesting things.
Yeah.
I'm getting more. I was more feeling I was here before I really kind of dug in.
Yeah. You cool if I start pulling some stuff out?
Oh, no,
Just-
go ahead. I was explaining, so my father-in-law was quite the savvy collector of things.
Yeah.
He has these knives, I have a lot of coins.
Okay.
I have the comic book collection that was that they saved, that had been probably my husband's and his brother's from back in the 1960s.
So he collected a lot of stuff.
He
He was a jack of all trades.
He worked for Kroger. He was a produce manager for Kroger in Cincinnati, and he just did a lot of. He was very smart, and he was always looking for things to invest in. You know, and again, he was just a collector. So he passed away in '88, and my husband inherited all of the oddities that we have. And then my husband passed away this past July, at the end of July.
Sorry.
So now I have these, and I just don't really know what to do with them, and I'd actually like to, if I sell them eventually, I'd like to just be able to give the kids some money for them. Is that
that's
a
a good-
inheritance kind of thing?
That's a good strategy. Well, I'm going to take a little while to go over each one just because it's not as easy when they are a little older like this. It's a little harder to find stuff for them. Whereas like the newer case knives, you can just look real fast. I mean, you'll find 100 sales. This older stuff, this is 65 to 69, right?
And opening up this box of the one we found, I found this. That's my father-in-law's handwriting.
All nine's worth 1,000. Well,
what
it's
it
definitely
said.
probably more than 1,000.
Okay.
So I would say
That's,
because this one alone is going to be decent. So
like I said, and he passed away in '88, so who knows when he wrote that.
yeah. So yeah, for instance, this knife by itself's $100. So
Yeah, and like this one here is like $150, and this one's like 40.
yeah, so
It's gonna add up pretty quick.
yes, it will. I'm just going to take them out,
Sure.
just go through them, and
Yeah,
leave them
please
sitting
do.
over here after I'm done.
Can you read what the one says? I can't read that.
Oh, it's Carl Schleifer,
Okay.
or however you're supposed to pronounce his name. It's Joe. It's one of those. It's one of those ones you see the logo, you know.
Oh, okay.
Never see old Remington knives made in USA. They're always like made in China. It's a 40-64.
That's
It's
just
just, yeah, well, it says case tested though, so I don't think it is. It's 32 to 40. That's pretty cool. So this is an old one. This is 1932 to 1940.
Is it really?
Yeah, you never see. Normally 40 to 64 is about the oldest you'll see.
It's like a hunting knife.
It's a Gerber.
Interesting. That's an old Gerber.
Yeah, it's an old one.
Did you have any idea of what you were wanting to do today? You just
No, not really. It's, I guess it was just gonna kind of depend. I mean, I'm not in any big hurry
Yeah.
as far as, today is concerned. Yeah, I just looked at that one. That one looks like somebody gave him that because it's got his name
Yeah.
on it.
it's frost cutlery, so it's
Yeah.
not really worth anything.
I'll give that to one of the kids. No, I'm gonna be open to suggestions for sure. Like I said, I'm this stuff.
Well, we'll get everything added up, and I mean, we'll give you a fair offer on everything, just to buy it as like as a lot.
I
We'll do
was,
that.
I was telling him I've got a lot of coins I need to do something with.
Yeah, we buy a lot of coins.
I put one in my pocket. What did I do with it?
It's over here.
Oh, see, what did I do with it? It was in my pocket. I've got about 35 of these,
Yeah, so those are, I mean, they're,
or more. There might be more.
because I can just kind of tell you exactly what I'd pay you for those right now. Yeah, any of the silver stuff is what we'll be more interested in. So like the halves,
Yeah.
quarters, dimes,
Okay.
$1, like the ones we have in the case over there. So you'd be looking at today's price. Now silver
Right.
changes every day, so this
Right.
might go down $1, it might go up $1. Who
Right,
knows?
sure.
But you'd be looking at like $13.81 a piece on those.
Okay.
So, which if anyone tells you to sell them as coins and not for the silver
It's the
price,
silver, right.
don't believe them.
Yeah, like I
Because
said, I've been doing-
if they're those are called coals, is what we call them. They're so worn to the point that
Right.
there's no coin collectability.
Yeah,
they
I don't-
have to be like uncirculated.
Right, I don't have anything that's uncirculated. Again, he collected these probably because he was collecting them for the silver, I would bet.
Yeah.
I brought these just to show you because I thought they were cool, the old,
Yeah, the Indian head pennies.
1800
Yeah.
pennies.
With the exception of a couple of them, I mean, a lot of them are in really good shape. He took good care of the ones that I've looked at least.
Well, they've been rolled up in this case
Yeah.
forever.
I love the case, by the way.
The case is awesome. Yeah. It looks custom made.
I think it is, but I mean, I think someone would probably still.
There's a similar one. I think it's probably still probably a $50, $100, little roll up thing. So. We have people that ask about those too. So for me, I'd probably offer you around like 18.
Okay,
I think it's probably 25 to 27 worth of knives, but it's a lot of work. Just individually selling each one.
right.
Half of these, or probably 70% of these two, are going to go on eBay, and I pay a 15% fee right off the top there.
Right.
Your case knives and your stokers, those can go in store, but these like Schleipers and these like Shrades, and stuff, they don't ever sell locally, so I have to put them on eBay.
Right.
Just do 17 1/4 then.
That sounds fine.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I can go out and get those comic books.
Yeah.
There's some in there that were my son's, so they're not old. They're kind of mixed in. I didn't separate them out.
Yeah, because I was gonna say this one up here is old, and then the one
Right.
after that is like a 40-year difference.
There's probably a handful that are like that.
Gotcha.
I didn't even know Lois Lane had a comic book.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I was like, is it a Lois Lane comic book, or is it like just a certain issue of Super?
When I looked it up, there were several Lois Lane, and there's several of them in there.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that
This
it
would be a
is.
good one.
Well, there's some I didn't even know, like I said, that even had comic books. Like, oh yeah, here's another one, the classics, David Copperfield. That goes right up there with Hamlet.
Why? Why make these?
Rudyard Kipling. Well, my husband actually was an English major, so this is kind of making sense. I guess he had a Call of the Wild.
That's actually kind of cool. I like
Isn't it
that.
though?
I'm even looking some of these modern ones up because there's still some in here that could be personal appearances. Some people who got famous within the last 20 years. So you never know.
How you doing today?
Oh, all right.
Quit playing with me.
Well, you know what I'm looking for.
I've been on the hunt for a specific case knife for a while.
Oh.
I didn't see it in here.
Oh, okay.
I knew what he was sneaking.
What you do now?
Sniffing.
You being nosy.
That was not it. Close.
What is that?
Looking for my 70s.
Oh, the one that you've been missing
70s
forever.
tank stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long you worked here and we still ain't got
I
one?
know it.
As many case knives as we buy, you'd think you'd have got one. That old Batman logo is so awesome. I love the old Batman logo.
I was laughing at the classics. So I guess they wanted kids to learn how to read the classics. Here's Rob Roy, Don Quixote,
Yeah.
Daniel Boone, Uncle Tom's Cabin.
That's cool. That's funny. There's some weird ones though. Like we've had in here.
Most of your good ones have been the Batman one.
I'm gonna go grab a second opinion on this book real quick. Give me just a minute.
We had to call in an expert.
That's fine. I appreciate your thoroughness.
Here.
All right. Well, I appreciate you taking my call. Have a good one, man. If it graded a 2.5, it would probably be like a $600 book. But you're looking at $150 to grade it, $50 to press it. So that's $200, and I'd say it's probably under a 3, if I had to guess, like on condition, because you've got this stuff here.
Yeah, well, they're all
your
been
pages
well.
are tearing. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they're all.
I mean,
There's
it
wear
just-
and tear because they were all well
yeah,
used.
It's a comic, so it is what it
It's
is.
a comic from the 50s.
Yes, it's gonna be rough. I mean, they weren't holding these things to grade one, 70 years later. He said as far as value, as it sits loose, probably $200 is what it's worth. So, that's pretty
That's
good for a
still-
comic. That's
that's
a
still the
lot
best
for
book.
that's a lot for a comic. So, because it's very rare that we probably see 1,000 or get calls about 1,000 comics a week.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll tell you, we never have one that's worth more than $50.
There's still a lot of older books in there.
Yeah.
Um,
We've done okay with lots of the older books before. This would be something we just kind of lot of.
and then the best ones out of there were
The issue 99.
the issue 99,
Yeah,
issue
the issue
100.
100. Usually in a lot on this kind of stuff, we'll get about $1 a book. So if there's 100 books there, it's about $100 of books. So that's kind of the way I look at it. So, but the fact that you had this many out of this amount that were worth individually pricing,
It's pretty
it's
good.
pretty good because that never happened. Normally it might be this many.
Right. Okay.
So the fact that you had
So
10 or 15.
They've been in my closet for a long time.
So this stuff here, I'd probably offer you like $350. So I think it's probably 7-ish maybe in value, maybe a little less, $650 in value. And like I'm not gonna grade this. It's so expensive to grade these old books because you got to pay them to press it and put it in and grade it and all that. I mean, it costs $200 to get it done. It's just not worth it. So unless it was to come back a 6, which there's no way.
Right.
So, or if you wanted to keep this stuff, I could just make an offer on this.
You said $350 for the
$350, yeah.
bunch.
So that puts you at 21.
21, yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I just need
You good
to
on
get
that?
rid of them.
I can write the check. It'll just look like a 4-year-old wrote it.
Say, or he'll screw it up and I'll have to void it because he's 23 and he's never had to write checks before.
Exactly.
I have
It
to
doesn't-
write one check every 3 months, probably. Check.
There's that for you. We appreciate you bringing us some stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry it took so long, but
Oh, no,
hopefully it
that's
was
okay.
an easy enough process.
Appreciate you actually looking at it instead of just saying no.
No, absolutely. You had some good stuff. That's why when you called and said, I got some stuff I don't even know if it'd be worth messing with, and you said case knives, and I was like, well,
Yeah, there
yeah,
we go.
they're definitely worth messing with. So,
So, would you be interested in buying those silver dollars?
yep. If you bring them by, like I said, that's easy. That'll only take.
Right, right.
You can
right.
literally walk in with your stuff and take 5 minutes.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of counting how many there are. And
Yeah.
It's an easy process. We do.
I'll say they're all worn. That's why I know they're not really a
Yeah.
collectible because you can't really.
Yeah, they'll all just be coals. I mean, even I've got a ton of them here. I just scrapped, like I said, I scrapped 279 of those at a refinery the other day. So, but yeah, anything else you have that you want to get rid of, we'll be more than happy to take a look at what you have. All right, guys, so we just got done with that deal. We got all these knives that are laid out, and this is a Batman 100th issue. Seems like it's probably worth like a couple hundred, $200-300 maybe, but conservatively too. It's in really rough shape. So like there's some tears in the cover, and then you've got it's really rough here, and like all your pages are ripping, and so it's not the greatest condition, but it's a cool book. And then we've got all these knives laid out over here. I don't know if you can see that. A lot of case knives, all German stuff. Really good stuff. Paid $17.50 for the lot. It's probably $2,500-$2,700 worth of stuff. Some really cool case knives in here though. This canoe's really nice, and then a lot of really good case knives. So, and then the other comics were just like a lot of like $10 to $20 books. Nothing really special. So, but yeah, that's what we ended up getting from her, and it ended up costing $2,100 for everything. So yeah, we're gonna start getting these knives priced and try and get them out. So. Oh.
Dealio.
All right, Noah. Let me print my dealio real quick.
He's got a
Friggin-
dealio to print.